Okay, so I've got a handful of words for you now, and if I say it, you might immediately know what it is. Some people will, some people won't. We're on a mission from Rod. Now, that's probably the most recognisable and hilarious song on this album, double disc album. It's an incredibly rare album. Unfortunately, you don't see it in shops, and I had to buy it offline. It cost a bit to get it, admittedly, but it's worth every single penny. It is the rare, it's the genius, it's the absolutely hilarious at times Iron Maiden Best of the B-Sides. Now, if you've never ever heard of Iron Maiden, I recommend you skip this video because this won't mean a single thing to you. It's got versions of Drifter, Remember Tomorrow live. Admittedly, Remember Tomorrow, that's a Bruce Dickinson fronted one version, that one is. And Drifter is obviously Paul Di'Anno, but that's quite good live actually. Then we have got a few more songs at the bottom live. We have got Blood on the World's Hand, The Aftermath, Future Real, and Wasted Years. I believe only Future Real and Wasted Years are the Bruce Dickinson fronted ones. Wasted Years, it's actually called Wasted Years 99 because that's the year it was recorded in. It's been recorded live so many times, so I've had to put the date with that. And Blood on the World's Hands and The Aftermath, I believe, are Blaze Bayley. Now, I'm going to talk... Oh, they also covered on it Prowler 88 and Charlotte Harlot 88. Now, Prowler and Charlotte Harlot are off the first... I believe it's just the first album. And it's sung by Bruce Dickinson. Now, that's incredibly rare to hear either of them sung by Bruce Dickinson. I've got one song that's missing off this, though. I always thought it was on the album Iron Maiden, but it's not. It was released as a single and a video, but never ever released on an album, and it's Women in Uniform. Now, I know it's an unusual thing, but I kind of grew up watching Visions of the Beast, so it's like the second or third video on there, so I know the song, but I can't understand why it wasn't never ever put on this. There's covers of Communication Breakdown, that's the Led Zeppelin one, fronted by Bruce Dickinson, that one, absolutely brilliant cover. Also covers of My Generation by The Who and Doctor Doctor by UFO, covered by Blaze Bayley era. They're all the B-sides of the singles and rarities that you probably don't normally hear. There's one song in particular I want to talk about, though. One very, very, very underrated song. Now, I mentioned it right at the beginning of the video, but the words. It's The Sheriff of Huddersfield. Basically, it's taking the piss out of the band manager, Roderick Smallwood. It's probably the funniest song I have ever heard. It's really immature and it's genius at the same time. Now, if you're a die-hard Iron Maiden fan, I suggest you buy this album because there'll be a lot of songs on here that you won't have heard before. I know for a fact that that's the case with me, and I own all the Iron Maiden albums. But I suggest you check it out as soon as you can, because there are some real good songs on here which could very well been big songs from, but they're never actually released. And there's some re-recordings of some covers. There's some downright crap songs like I'm trying to find it. Black Belt Blues. That one's not particularly very good, but the rest of the album is pure genius, and it really shows a side of Iron Maiden that you don't actually hear very often. The album is going to get a 9 out of 10 just for the fact that I've loved listening to it since I've got it, and it's so rare, and I absolutely love it. They could really have doing this again recently with all the singles since after that. I believe it ends at Out of the Silent Planet, so please, I really want a third disc for this, for all the singles after that, and I hope that they do.